Raptors finally win a game, and it's on the second night of a back-to-back. They head to Sacramento, and they win 118-89, and are now 8-9 on the season. Pascal Siakam easily the player of the game in this one after being straight up awful yesterday against the Utah Jazz. And the losing streak has come to an end. And we feel a little bit better, right? For a few reasons. One, we just watched our team win pretty convincingly. And it's so damn late at night. And if we lost another one, we all would have lost our mind. Especially since it was the damn Sacramento Kings. But let's break down this puppy. First quarter, back and forth. Raptors do end up leading with a late flurry there in the first quarter. They're up by 3, 30-27 after the first. We go to the second, and man, oh man, this team, which we have not seen them do at all over the last 3 or 4 games, was locked down defensively. And in that second quarter, it was incredible. Really, the second and the third quarter, watching this team just flat out locked down defensively. They only allowed 18 points in that second quarter. Turnovers galore, big stops, and you know what happens when they get the stops? You're not playing mano-a-mano on offense. You're not playing 5-on-5. You got the advantage, and you score 33 points in the damn quarter, plus 15, and the Raptors are up by 18 at halftime. They're feeling great. However, second night of a back-to-back on the road, the second half is always that killer because it's that last stretch. Well, the Raptors come out in the third quarter and just continue to defend. Exactly what they did in the second quarter. 33-21 Raptors in that third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raptors allowed a total of 39 points in the second and third quarter. They scored 66. It was remarkable stuff. Now, we go to the fourth quarter, and here comes Sacramento. A big run to start. It was 11-2. 11-2 run, and we're like, oh, God, this is not going to actually happen. But no. Call timeout, no problem, settle things down, and they lock down defensively again. Only allowed 23. The Raptors only scored 12 points in the quarter. But when you're up by as much as they were going into the fourth, you're okay to have a little bit of a dry spell to start. And you win it 108-89. The Raptors only got 89 points in the game. That's more like the Toronto Raptors we were hoping to see this year. Maybe not to that extent. 89 points allowed is quite ridiculous, especially since the Sacramento Kings aren't a shabby offensive ball club, so the Raptors did a really good job tonight. The question is, can they build on this? Because they're going to damn well need it in the next game. Let's go through some players here real quick. Okay? We're seeing Khem Birch get back-to-back starts and 10 points, 9 boards, a dime, 4-7 shooting, had 4 blocks and 2 steals. Did Khem Birch. Like, he's just Mr. Steady, right? He's not going to drop you 20 and 10, 20 and 15. Heck, even 15 and 10. You're barely going to see those type of numbers from Khem Birch. But 10 and 9, shot over 50%, and he gave you 4 steals and 2 blocks. Just a fantastic job by Khem Birch today. Doing a job, obviously, in the last game against Gobert and Hassan Whiteside. I mean, it was just a disaster in all aspects for the Toronto Raptors. Gary Trent Jr., back-to-back games, he's been flat out incredible. That second quarter flurry, a big credit to him. I think at one point he had 8 straight points for the Toronto Raptors. 23 points for Gary Trent. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 8 of 17 shooting. Went 5 of 11 from three-point range. He had it dialed in today to Gary Trent Jr. I believe the numbers are like over the last, I can't remember how many games it is for Gary, but he's shooting over 40% from 3. He's absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc. And the confidence of the young fella is absolutely immense. Now, speaking of young fella, Scotty Barnes royally struggled offensively today, but you saw late in the game that he was kind of grabbing at that thumb. Obviously, he left earlier in the year. He was out for a couple of games with that. It was like a thumb contusion or whatever he had going on there. He's had the brace on there, and he was kind of aggravated there late in the game. So Did that affect him during the game? I'm not too sure. He did only have 2 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 times. It's nothing to snub your nose at, but 2 points on 1 of 8 shooting from Scotty. Again, if he's not feeling well, you don't want to rush him out there. He did have a steal and a block, did Scotty Barnes in the game. Fred VanVleet was fantastic yesterday. Struggled a little bit from the field in this one. 13 points, 3 boards, 6 dimes on 5 of 14 shooting, 2 of 7 from 3, and he had 2 steals in the game. Let's get to the MVP of the game. And I know people hate it because they love to hate Pascal Siakam. For one, the losing streak with having him in the lineup is done. It's over. It's complete. Well, now whoop-de-doo. They're now 1-5 with Pascal. Doesn't matter. They won a game with him. Everyone was reaming the numbers. They haven't won with him. Now they win with him. Well, it's only one game with him. People are going to love to hate. And I said yesterday, I flat out said it yesterday, he was awful. Today, he was flat out spectacular. No, you can't say otherwise. No empty numbers. None of that nonsense. 32 points, 8 boards, 1 dime, shot 10 of 12 from the field, was 9 of 10 from the free throw line, 3 of 3 from three-point range. And he had 2 steals or 2 blocks in the game today. He was fantastic in this game. The question is, are we going to see this consistently from Pascal? Obviously, he only played, 5 games going into this one for the regular season, so he's still trying to find his legs. Is this that breakout game we're hoping for? I don't know. But all I do know is that Pascal Siakam did a phenomenal job tonight. Chris Boucher off the bench got a double-double. 10 points, 12 rebounds, 1 dime, did shoot 3 of 9, but again, did steal and a couple blocks. So Chris Boucher looked great. I mean, a double-double for Boucher off the bench. We will take that any day of the week. Still struggling shooting the ball, though. Did go 1 of 4 from three-point range. But again, it's the small things for Boucher. Give me a double-double here and there. I'll take it any day. Now, team stats. Raptors shot 46% from the field, 39% from 3, and 83% from the free throw line. It was a lot better midway through the fourth quarter. So don't go looking at us and saying, well, they didn't shoot the great. They didn't. They only scored 108, right? But 46% from the field is not terrible. 39% from 3 is not bad at all. It was a lot better. At one point I checked, it was like 52% from the field, 41% from 3. They were dialed in. Now, Sacramento, on the other hand, the Raptors just played flat-out defense, man. We talked about it yesterday defensively. Over the last 3 or 4 games, they've been terrible. Today, the defensive intensity picked up. Not only were they in the passing lanes, they were just hard to get in the paint. And it was great. Guys like De'Aaron Fox, who loved to drive, Rashawn Holmes inside, Bagley inside, they were not getting their stuff. Yeah, I think De'Aaron Fox shot 8 of 13, but he only took the 13 shots. Because in the paint, the Raptors were just clogging things up. Great job. They shot 38% from the field, 24% from three-point range, 84% from the line. You held them to under 25% from the field, under 40% from 3. Or other way around. You guys get me there. Under 40% from the field, under 25% from three-point range. You're going to win a lot of games that way if you can find a way to do that. So great job there. Now let's get to the other stats. Plus 14 on the glass. We talked about it yesterday. The Raptors got dominated in that category. They were great today. Plus 2 in the offensive boards. And in the fast break, we talked about it in the middle frames when they were doing those defensive runs. The fact that they were having stop after stop after stop, and you're allowing your guys to stay in the fast break consistently, you were plus 10 in the fast break. So a great job for the Toronto Raptors. Now, we will now learn if this was just a fluky win against a not-so-great team. Because the next contest for the Toronto Raptors is in Golden State on Wednesday night, or on Sunday night, excuse me. It's an 8:30 tip-off. That team is like 11-2, and Steph Curry is putting up MVP caliber numbers this season. Without Clay, it's pretty wild. Question is, can the Raptors go into their barn and spoil some party? I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. I believe, would this be the first time we've been at Oracle since the championship win? Maybe we played back in 2019-20 season. I can't remember at the start of the year if we played in Golden State at all. You guys can let me know. But either way, You got a tough task. Is this Raptor team up for it? We'll have to wait and see, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game today because we actually stayed up for a good game this evening. Smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys are not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors. Twitter link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already, guys. Instagram link is also down below, so go do all that stuff there as well. And I will talk to you guys Leafs Nation tomorrow night as they host the Pittsburgh Penguins, looking for win number 6 in a row for the Buds and win 11 of the last 12, I believe. That's what they're going for tomorrow night. And as for the Toronto Raptors, they look for back-to-back W's. It ain't going to be easy, though, as they're in Golden State taking on the Warriors. 8:30 tip-off on Sunday night. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.